yes, commerce is a scoring option compared to many other options. If you have background in MBA or CA or BCom, it becomes a bit easier to prepare because the syllabus is very vast compared to other options. Like is some options actually you can prepare everything in the time that is required just to revise commerce and accountancy optional. So because it includes syllabus both from like people from CA background, it requires those concepts, accounting concepts and all, and people from MBA background, it requires the management concepts, financial management, HR management, operations management and all. So in that sense, the syllabus is very huge and it requires dedicated preparation. And coming to papers, I would start with this disclaimer that I have written examination with commerce and accountancy as an optional in 2012. It's almost 7 years now. So most of the things which I focused on then maybe or may not be relevant now. So take it with a pinch of salt. Actually, coming to paper 1 and paper 2, both are equally important as with any other paper. But in terms of preparation, if you have a commerce background, better you focus more on paper 2 because by virtue of your background, you might have covered most of the topics in paper 1. And if you have a management background, better focus on paper 1 instead of paper 2 because you have covered most of the topics in paper 2 already. However, it's important to pay equal attention to both because both are equally scoring. And coming to paper 1, it is in both the papers, paper 1 is more current affairs heavy, especially the theory part of paper 1. Mostly they ask questions from the current policies of RBI or current changes in the market. So you should follow one good business newspaper to cover yourselves fully to cover the syllabus, especially for paper 1. Paper 2, it's not that current affairs heavy. The only thing you need to worry about in current affairs is anything that is related to labor laws, if there's any labor unrest anywhere in the country, or if there's any new ruling by the International Labour Organization or something, things like that are important for paper 2. But paper 1, current affairs is very important because most of the theory questions in paper 1 are directly from current affairs. Coming to paper 1 for preparation, practice is very important because if you know how to draw a trading account and how to draw a balance sheet and how to draw trial balance, because there are questions directly asking you to draw a trial balance, there may be questions. So if you are well versed with what items that go into trial balance which don't go into balance sheet and what items that go into balance sheet which do not go into trial balance, all these things, if you are well versed with them, it will be very easy for you to actually answer the questions. And more importantly, if you practice more, you can straight away go to the answer and it saves a lot of time, especially the practical questions which involves solving of problems or which involves drawing of financial statements. They require very little time and they are very rewarding in terms of scoring. So better practice them because at times we give in to panic. With practice, we can overcome that panic and we will be very clear about the concepts. And while preparing for paper 2, focus on the case study method because case study method in a way is scoring. And when I wrote the exam, there were quite a few questions under this method. So, and try to not just by heart the concepts, try to apply the concepts whenever you read a news article. Try to apply the concepts which you have learned while preparing for the examination to the news articles. What are the principles that are applicable to in an industrial scenario, or what are the principles that are applicable for a failing company which is failing due to wrong HR practices and all. And coming to my strategy, I am from a commerce and MBA background, so I am in touch with both the aspects of both papers. aspects of both the papers, paper 1 and paper 2. However, one thing which I focused more on, as I said earlier, on practicing the problems. As I practiced more and more, I was more comfortable with the numericals. So in the examination, it saved me a lot of time because I could do the numericals really quickly. It gives me a lot of time to write the theoretical answers. And paper 2, I mostly relied on case study method of studying while preparation itself, so that my concepts are clear and I know which concepts go into which kind of problem. And there I wrote the exam, most of the questions were situation specific. As I prepared in the case study method, it was helpful for me. I was able to answer that. And any strategy, it should be candidate specific. You should know that which areas you are comfortable with and which areas you need more preparation and which areas you need more practice. And based on, even say if you're a person from a commerce background, you might be comfortable with some kinds of problems where you might not be comfortable with some other kinds of problems. So you divide your time accordingly. That will be very helpful for you. Thank you.